three. Yes, hello everyone. What else to be done? Hello everyone. I'm sure it is doing fine from Facebook Studio. Well, today what I think is quite interesting is to share this time on what should be done during this self-isolation process. Of course, almost everyone I know from work or education, we have been doing this, and that's for the sake of public health, and that's what to do. The first thing that I'd like to share with you is we should do things now. We have time, and we should do things that we like. I suggest reading, and I think now I have time every day. Uh, and of course, I love reading, so I need to give this book review if I could twice a week. The first book that I'd like in global, by How to Think, Act, and Lead in a Transformed World by Angel Cabrara and Gregory Unruh. The reason I picked this book is, well, of course, I'm interested in international business, but this book compare and it also illustrated the positive and negative sides of the global aspect of trade and politics. I think the best part of the book for me, well, the book is not quite new. It's published back in 2015, I reckon, by HBR, Harvard Business Review Press. Um, what I feel here is the book really capture oh capture a number of good points. Being global, the book itself is really thoughtful. It's to me it's instructive text on the challenges of global leadership in the current situation, particularly while facing this global pandemic. Right? But the point for me in the book review today is on one chapter, which I think it's really relevant to my students at my university. So we are talking about one aspect of uh, being global. Part of that is being a global entrepreneur, and this in itself, for some of us, you think it's quite a contradiction because entrepreneur seems to be uh, perceived as the local or something very regional or specific area. But in fact, in this book, Cabrera and Unruh argue that. Let me give direct quotation. Okay, um, there are they say that there are a number of definitions to identify global entrepreneur, but they identify that is it it is the definition actually penned by Thunderbird colleague Robert Hershwich, of course, the famous Hershwich, and refer to the process of applying resources and assuming risks in the creation of new value with the expectation of receiving some reward. Um, and the outcome, the process and the outcome can be really international. Okay, global entrepreneurship takes places in both the startup and in the immature firms, but that is not where it ends. In this book, they talk about the fact that global entrepreneurs can work for different other places for outside business world, such as the government sectors, in trade promotion, and in university. They work in foundations seeking new ways to fund social value creation or to help some NGO or not-for-profit organization to shape good strategy to provide the solution and think tank, building coalition for new policy initiative, and even work in some government or international government agency finding unconventional policy and programs that make government work better with the population in the country. Right. So this is the idea. And most of them, when you talk about global entrepreneur, they seem to have a wider impact. In this book is what I like so much. Come to the point, which I think is it's crucial for us in international business and in entrepreneurial studies. His which talk about the concept of entrepreneurial skills. Um, and in his text, he said that some of the most effective entrepreneurial thinking comes by combining the process of causation and effectuation. Uh, the work of University of Virginia's Sarah's Sangswathi In her work, she compared the approaches uh, of entrepreneur to cooking. All right, a causation process requiring the cook to plan dinner, identify the ingredients and utensils at once, disposal, and then deciding the menu around what is feasible. Effective entrepreneur then use a combination of both causal and effectual thinking depending on the context. So there are quite a number of good points to be shared, but I recommend this book. It's helped you to uh, develop the mindset of someone who can work and lead organization across the globe and think of how to act in the unforeseen circumstances, such as by me. Thank you.